Okay, we've reset everything. Okay. So if you've been paying attention, I've done this before. Sort of. This is Secret of Evermore. However, this has been patched to change some gameplay elements that I will discuss as I go through the game. So, capital letters. So I'm Ren, and we're relaunching the channel by redoing one of my favorite games, since they've patched it to make it better and make the gameplay flow better. The largest complaint that I had when playing through it originally was that the weapons, despite having, you would basically get a sword, an axe, and a spear in every world. However, when they would level up, they wouldn't, like, you would have to re-level every single weapon, which, as each world progressively got shorter, your weapons, you would have to do progressively more grinding. So what this patch does is it makes it so that all these swords, axes, and spears all level in tandem, I guess. So if your first sword is level 3 or 2 or whatever, your ones in other worlds will already be that level, which saves a lot of time with having to run back and do a lot of grinding. Since in the original game, and I guess in this, your weapon levels aren't based around like experience, they're based around how many monsters that you kill. So every 100 kills would be a level, and so you would have to kill 200 monsters with every single weapon, which towards the end of the game you'd only see like 20 monsters before you got your next weapon. And if that, the dog would basically be such a powerhouse that he would just kill them all. Which leads me to another change. They nerfed the dog's damage, so the dog does less damage for his charged attacks. I think they cut it in like a half or something like that. I'm not looking at the notes for the patch. I might include patch notes in the description. They also made it so that weapon or the alchemy spells, when they level up, they've grouped them so that similar spells will level together, but they'll also level slower. So all your healing spells, when you cast one, it'll level up all of them, but they level up slower, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong. Possible. Then also they made it so that the alchemy in the original version of the game, you could spam it. You could basically cast about 8 spells at once, which would make it so that any boss that didn't have invincibility frames would die instantly. So there's a handful of bosses where they would become temporarily invulnerable, so you would cast 8 spells, hit with 1, and then miss with the rest. But this patch makes it so that you could, whenever you cast it, it resets your exhaust meter or whatever, so you need to recharge all that. What else is there? I think that's the majority of the changes. I've also thrown in a 2-player patch, but I don't know if that'll get used at all. I don't have anyone especially lined up to do anything, so if it happens, it'll be a whim. So here we are. This is the fourth and final world. And here's the bazooka. You start out here because the bazooka, in my opinion, is probably it's a weapon that is not one of the main three and doesn't function like any of them. It doesn't have a charge meter or anything like that. So it's good at getting people acclimatized to the combat system, not to mention that you lose it relatively quickly. So it's a thing that happens. Also, this patch, I believe I've installed the hard mode version. So not only am I not going to be able to use my usual spam magic till the enemies die, I'm not going to be able to rely on enemies being a walk in the park. So the dog quickly fetches us our first weapon, proper. It is the Bone Club, Bone Buster. I don't honestly know. Ooh, don't get wrecked already, dog. Don't get wrecked already, me. Anyway, you can tell it's hard mode. Some roots. It's genuinely a good idea to kill all of the enemies in this zone because they can give you the healing items, the petals, and if anything, they give you more experience. The alchemy ingredients aren't necessary, but they tend to help later on. But this is a lot of RNG of just kind of hoping that you get the petals that you need and that your dog doesn't die because of it. The mosquitoes that you saw earlier, very, very pointless enemy, I suppose. They exist mostly to just kind of hit you for one. Like, they never really do anything. So if they give you the one a kill, possibly they might drop things, but it's very rare if they do. So you're very likely to get oils and things. You're also very likely to miss mosquitoes. I'm surprised I've been hitting them with as much accuracy as I have. Ooh, dog, don't die. Okay. Although the dog will likely be dead during the Velociraptor fight regardless. So yeah, there we go. Wow, these mosquitoes are all dying really easily, which is very uncommon for them. Is this where I came from? Yeah. This area has a tendency to be a bit confusing. Okay, cool. I've reached level 2. Here's hoping my dog doesn't die before he reaches level 2. I've jinxed myself. Oh well. Some money, some water. Most alchemy ingredients tend to be in very predictable areas. Whatever. Screw it, your mosquito. Mosquitoes, I think, only have 1 life anyway, so 1 health. whatever. Let's see. Whoa, my screen turned off. That's very inconvenient. Okay, cool. We have 2 petals, so we shouldn't die. Shouldn't die. The petal goes in, you trigger it. Kid says something. Easiest way to kind of lame out this fight is hide down here. When they come, they just come straight at you. You could generally hide pretty easy. It's very hard for them to kind of get down here and attack. But if they do, it's a bit of a risky move. There, I believe, are 4 of them. And they will just kind of hide in the bushes. And then another one will jump out of a different bush. They do weird misdirection stuff, but none of it really matters. They mostly do like 1 jump, but they've been known to do more. They do pack quite a punch. This is one of the only fights that you could really lose, though, so don't feel bad if you do. However, winning it does give you very, very good items, or at least a very good item. It gives you the grass vest, which early in the game, having body armor is useful in just so you'll be able to survive, really. I don't know if I will fast forward through this fight or not. Ooh, we need to... I could probably survive 1 more. I got 2 petals, screw it. We're down to the final Raptor. They spawn. This one spawns faster, and I believe he hits harder too. But I'm level 3, so I'm not overly worried. And I've got a petal as backup. However, the dog is still dead. Ooh. Don't make me suck on camera. I think it might even have more life. Ooh. Good thing I got that random other petal. Although I might be able to just kill him in 1 more hit. Nope. Velociraptors learned early on how to teleport. There we go. So beating them get you that. This is the only time that you'll ever actually encounter this screen. Most bosses you could generally revisit their areas, but that one is not.